even this money, in the end of this kingdom, this money being devalued,
Brothers in Dallas just did.
Yeah, and I seen it. I gotta watch it, man.
The entertainment.
I didn't watch it. Yeah, the entertainment. Oh, the Coliseum. Which today's Coliseum is the arenas. They have Coliseum arenas and all that, which is just sports entertainment. With you're breaking up your body for the white man.
Every stadium is fashioned like this.
Yep. And then they got the stadium in Oakland. It's actually called the Coliseum.
Yep. Yeah. And that stadium, they always said the Raiders fan was the most outlandish and craziest fan. They had that spirit of Rome in that stadium, man.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, brother. Start back from the top.
Revelation 13:4. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast.
And it's talking about everybody here in America. And not here in America and through the world, but really keying in on America. They worship the dragon, and what?
Which gave power unto the beast.
Which gave power unto the beast, which means that the philosophy, the setup of Rome, they get their power from the concepts of Rome, which is the beast would be NATO and the EU, and America is in that because America is a part of NATO. They literally get their power from ancient Rome.
Right.
The beast, which is NATO, which is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and then the EU. That they go hand in hand with each other.
Yep.
And in America, they all bunched into one to create the power structure of the so-called white man, which is what? His military, his financial system, his so-called religion, which really is the Roman Catholic Church, his spiritual side of things, which is the left side of spirituality, would go back to the Roman Catholic Church. Engulfed in all that, you got homosexuality, democracy, Christianity and the Roman Catholic Church that go hand in hand with each other.
One man's rights.
That's the white man's power structure. The beast. Go ahead, brother.
Saying, who is like unto the beast?
Right.
Who is able to make war with him?
Right, just like ancient Rome. Who was able to make war with the ancient Roman Empire and they prime? Nobody. That was a fierce military.
Yeah.
Same way with them today with dealing with America and the the NATO troop. They're feared military.
Yep.
Now they're not so much feared because all the other nations got the technology and the weapons, the missile power, like America do. So they like, you ain't the only one with the big guns on the block. We got big guns too. And big missiles.
Right.
Nuclear missiles.
Yep.
Dang, a lot of that is thanks to Russia. Russia helped a lot of them countries out with that missile technology.
Yep.
Because America damn sure ain't gonna help. Alright, go ahead.
Revelation 13:5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemy.
Right, the so-called white man in this setup, which we've been going into, speaking against the word of the Heavenly Father. So literally speaking against the Most High. Blaspheming Caesar out. Yeah, that's speaking against the Most High right here.
Right.
Setting up this image throughout the earth. Saying that all the people in the Bible are so-called white men. The angels, that the angels is white. That that the Jewish, that they the Israelites.
Yeah.
Them are actually the chosen people of God, them rat, dirty ass bastards. That's the filth of the filth, because the white man is the filth of the earth. And then you got the filth of the earth, they got a extra special filth within the filth, which is the Amalekites. The scriptures The Jewish, you know, today, their biblical name is the Amalekites. Amalekites. Okay? Homosexuality. That's how he's speaking against the law, statutes, and commandments, man. The whole order, with the proper order, how things are supposed to be, they the opposite. Right. That's why the scriptures say that, basically, the so-called white man, it says that he turned the world upside down, turn the things upside down. You know? Go ahead, brother.
And power was given unto him to continue 40 and 2 months.
Because if you read in that chapter, it's talking about the so-called white man and his power set up from the verse. Even we didn't start at the first verse, but you know, when you read it with understanding, it's keying in on the white man, and not just the white man, but his power set up. So it's dealing with the so-called white man and all his wickedness. Go ahead, brother.
And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Yahweh, and blasphemy his name.
Read the last part of that verse about the...
And power was given unto him to continue 40 and 2 months.
Right, so basically really going, the time frame would be from 1620 to 1970, you know? And that's basically when the bulk of Israel, the top tribe, Judah, or the kingdom, I just say the kingdom, because you had the kingdom of Judah, or the southern kingdom, you had Benjamin and Levi in there too, you know? But when they went into hardcore bondage here in America, mainly that year was mainly around the 1620. Even though it started in the 1520 up to the 1620, but when they really grabbed the bulk of the top tribe was in 1620. And then when this white man started going down would be 1970. When you start having that financial situation, the collapse of the, you know, basically these bailouts and shit. When they went to the moon, that was a signifying the downfall of the so-called white man.
Yep.
His system going down.
Right.
Because at 42 months, if you do the math, that's 3.5 years, and then that 3.5 years represents 350 years of this white man being in like optimal power. You know, and then you get to that 350 a year. Now he's on a decline. That's when you start hearing about the Federal Reserve. You know, I believe no more international trade with gold and silver. It had to be all Federal Reserve based. Start having debt problems here in America, really being publicized. Go ahead, brother. Because the proof of that's really the key to a society rising or a kingdom in power and a kingdom falling is the money. Because who runs this whole kingdom is the international bankers, the one that control the money. Like Moses Amsabaw said, he said, give me control of a nation's money, and I care not who makes the laws, who writes the laws, you know? So basically, whoever controls the money, creates the money, and got power, the money power, that's who's in power. Now, when that system starts to fall and decline, then you mean you losing your power, you know? Go ahead, brother.
Revelation 13:6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Yahweh, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle.
Right, blaspheme his name, blaspheme literally. God, you got God and Jesus Christ going throughout the earth. All these drones here in America think God and Jesus Christ means something. The utterance of that pronunciation don't mean shit, man.
Right.
Like I used to say, man, when you utter that out, it don't even go up to the Heavenly Father. It go, the wind carried over to that stoplight and it evaporates.
That for.
The Most High ain't dealing with God and Jesus. He ain't dealing with Yahweh and Yehoshua and all these different names, man. The true name of the Most High and His Son is Yahweh or why Yahweh Shai. He blaspheming names and they know the name. They try to put it in their documentation. They'll give you the right characters, but how them characters sound, they act like they don't know the true pronunciation. But at the top, the Rothschilds know, the Rockefellers know, you know. Go ahead, brother. It said in a blasphemous tabernacle, which the tabernacle of the Most High really is His men. It tell you that in the Israelite men, his chosen men, you know, the prophets, teachers, the elect. That's the tabernacle of the Most High. Get that in Revelation. I think it's 21.
Yeah, 30.
Right. So starting with Yahweh Shai. And then you got King David and all the great men in the elect of Israel. Yeah, whoever got it.
Revelation 21:3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men.
And not any man, not the Moabite, the Hebrew Moabites, and the Hebrew Ammonites, and the Hebrew Edomites, and the Hamites or the Japhites, but the Hebrew Israelites. Right. And not the whole nation of the Hebrew Israelites, just the elect right now.
Yeah.
Now in the kingdom, the whole nation is going to be the tabernacle of the Most High. As of now, the elect is the tabernacle of the Most High.
Yep. Because even
the elect Hebrew Israelites. Go ahead, right?
Now I was going to say that even 2/3 of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all part of the council that got to be destroyed, man, because y'all linked on to Esau, man.
Right, they joined on to this system. They worship the beast.
Yeah.
You know?
And He will dwell with them. And
hey, a lot of these niggas is really glorify America like it's really the greatest place to live in the world.
Yeah.
But it's the most terrible place to live.
Yep.
Because they looking at it as in these third world countries, people getting put to death, getting body parts chopped off for committing certain crimes. They poor. But that really don't compare to homosexuality at all.
Right, man.
That don't compare to lifting up sluts in the power.
Right.
Sluts.
Yep.
Right.
Glorifying sluts.
Right.
Man. That don't compare to that.
Then you got
that don't compare to deceiving the people, making the average person here in America believe that magic is true.
Yes, right.
That this whole system is based off of witchcraft, which is magic. That's the truth. You living in a matrix and you believe that the matrix
is real,
which is a fantasy world that they got set up, is a true reality life.
Right.
It is what it is.
Right.
You have something?
No.
You know?
Nah, I was gonna add like another aspect of why America is not this great power. Your power come through your military, man. In America, the American military is a joke, man. That commercial I used to be talking about, they airing that back now and shit. They was going through the line and got to the little cracker and he said, I joined to be a graphic designer. And that motherfucker said, you join the world's greatest military to become a graphic designer? That's bullshit. It's not the greatest military in the world.
And because of them reasons, because you got these young kids joining the military for career reasons.
Right.
They not joining the military to fight for a cause.
Right.
They joining the military so they want career security.
Right.
They want career security. They want their future, their career to be secure.
Yeah.
These other third world countries, I don't say that word, they get into the military, but not because they gotta join. It's mandatory in a lot of these countries that you gotta get in the military. You know, once you become a certain age, that's a way of life. To fight for your actual country and the principles and ideology of your country, of your land.
Yep.
Russian people, the people of Russia And the people of the Middle East, them Arabs and East Indians, and them Hamitic nations, tribes,